Okay, so today I'm going to have a look at this magazine here. Okay, let me turn that around. Okay, so this magazine is all about superfoods. Okay, and let's see, it says superfoods. Eat for health and wellness. See that there? You can see the pictures on the front here. Looks like some dark chocolate, some lemon. We've got avocado here. This looks like maybe some oats, I believe. Here we have blueberries, some honey. Down here, some sort of green drink. These look like olives, I think, maybe. And down here looks like some sort of bowl, maybe with yogurt or something like that. Bunch of fruits in there. Okay. So, let's see, let me just have a drink. Okay, so let's see, it says at the top here also, strong heart, clear mind, good mood, and long life. Okay. So let's see here. I haven't looked through this magazine myself yet. Okay. Looks like a picture of some blueberries. And on this page here we have some avocados. Okay, and then we have the contents on this page here. So in the contents we see all of the different foods that will be shown in the magazine. And there are a couple of different things in here as well. Let's see, there's a list of all the foods, and this chapter here talks about is science at odds with superfoods. Another article, almost superfoods, ones that just missed. And then there are some recipes in the back using some of the superfoods that were included here. And there's also at the very end a shopping list and some buying tips. Okay, so we'll just talk about each one briefly. Let's see. Lots of very nice, colorful pictures of all of the foods to begin. And a quick little introduction there. Let's see. Okay, alright, so let's see. Let's get started with the first. And the first is avocados. Okay. This picture there. I love avocados. And I won't read the entire thing there. I'll just read the fun fact and the reason here why it's a superfood, okay? So, fun fact, the avocado is named for its shape. The word comes from the Nahuatl word for testicle. Alright, that is a fun fact. Surprise! Okay, never knew that. Let's see, avocados contain a wide variety of vitamins and minerals. Avocado. We'll never think of avocados the same again. They offer healthy fats even for diet-restricted vegans and boast anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits. Then it also gives you a pro tip here. And the pro tip is for pitting the avocado. Pit an avocado with ease. It's much easier than it looks. After cutting the avocado in half the long way and removing one half, gently but firmly hack the knife blade into the pit. Hold the handle of the knife firmly and give it a twist to easily pop the pit right out. Okay. You can see the picture there of them pitting the avocado. And I think that I may include some of these items in real life during the video, okay? So the next is salmon. Okay, yummy, yummy salmon. See that there? Another food I love. Okay, so salmon. Fun fact about salmon. Unlike most fish species, salmon live in both fresh water at birth and salt water for the rest of their lives until they return to swim upriver and spawn. Okay, so salmon. Loaded with omega-3 fatty acids and potassium and vitamins, this fishy favorite can help lower blood pressure, repair DNA, reduce inflammation, improve memory and brain function, and fight heart disease. Okay, so the tip here, skin the salmon safely and easily. Okay, so for poaching and other uses, you may want to remove the skin from a salmon fillet. With the fillet skin side down on a cutting board, start at the skinnier end and with a sharp knife long enough to comfortably span the fillet, separate skin and flesh for a few inches, pressing down on the salmon to hold it. Once you can grip the freed skin with a towel or a glove, you can run the knife all the way down the rest of the fillet. And you can see that there, how they're skinning the salmon. I do it a little differently. Maybe I'll make a video about some of my salmon cooking. Okay, next we have blueberries. Okay, we can see this is a really nice picture of the blueberries. Looks really nice. Blueberries blueberries. Fun fact about blueberries. North America accounts for nearly 90% of world blueberry sales, with much of that coming from Maine, the state of Maine. Okay, so it says here, these tiny power packs contain high levels of antioxidants that can purge the body of dangerous free radicals. They have legendary cancer-fighting properties and contain loads of healthy fiber and vitamin C. And for the pro tip, smaller berries spell bigger benefits. Many of blueberries' health benefits, like resveratrol, also found in wine grapes, are found in or near the skin. So it says choose smaller berries when you can, organic if they're available, and in your budget. Not only are they likely to taste better, but their higher skin-to-flesh ratio multiplies the antioxidant burst. You can see here. So I would think the opposite, right? When you go to buy berries, you think the big, juicy ones look better, but I guess the smaller ones are tastier. Okay, next we have leafy greens. Leafy greens. You can see the picture here. Not sure what type of green that is. Okay. So let's see. For a fun fact here, Catherine de Medici, maybe, born in Florence, declared spinach her favorite vegetable, which is why we describe dishes prepared on a bed of spinach as Florentine. Never knew that. Okay, so leafy greens. They add healthy fiber to your diet, but they also help eliminate toxins, decrease harmful inflammation, and help deliver oxygen to your cells. Okay, so the pro tip, a no-knife method for stripping the stems. Okay, this should be a good tip. I always wonder myself. So down here it says, the best way to de-stem your greens is by holding the base of the stem in one hand and running the thumb, index, and middle fingers of your opposite hand along the stem, pulling the leaf away from your body. It should strip right off. But don't throw away your stems. They may be too bitter for a salad, but you can cook them up and stir fry, puree them to make pesto, or add them to your afternoon smoothie or juice blend. Okay. The picture there holding the greens. Not sure what those are. They all kind of look the same to me. Okay. So let's see what's next. We have garlic. Garlic. So the little garlic, cloves of garlic here. Okay, garlic. as an antiseptic to treat soldiers with gangrene. Okay. Garlic not only makes almost everything taste better, it also contains at least trace amounts of nearly every single nutrient your body needs. Alright, and our pro tip for garlic: do away with garlic breath. Okay, to sidestep the bad breath garlic is notorious for, first separate a bulb of garlic into individual cloves. Okay. Then tease out the very center of each clove. It's often green, before chopping and cooking the garlic itself. If you forget or skip this step and end up with garlic breath, try chewing on parsley, mint, or citrus peel to reverse the effects. There is our picture of garlic. Okay, so some people get mixed up. This is the clove that comes inside the larger, the bulb that's there, if you can see that. Okay. So what's next? Here we have onions. Okay, so onions. It's a nice pretty picture here of a red onion. Okay. Okay, so onions. Fun fact about onions. Trace the onion. Okay. Onions may be the original performance-enhancing drug. Athletes in the ancient Olympic Games chowed down on them to boost strength and improve performance. Okay. Onions help fight everything from heart disease to diabetes and osteoporosis to ulcers, obesity, and even cancer. They can improve your mood and help you sleep better. Okay. Then we have a pro tip down here. Chop onions without crying. When you chop an onion, the broken cells combine normally. Separated chemicals to form a nasal irritant called lachrymose factor, which is similar to tear gas. It's the onion's defense mechanism, like the spray of a skunk. To prevent tears while cutting onions, slice them under running water. Chill them for an hour or so before dicing. Or chew gum while chopping to remove the oniony smell from your hands. Afterwards, try vinegar or lemon juice. Okay, so let's see the little picture here of the onion in water. Okay, let's see what's next here. Our next superfood is ginger. That's one I don't use very often. You can see the piece of ginger there that normally gets chopped up or used in like a paste or powder. Okay. So, ginger. Fun fact about ginger, right here. A ginger root is actually a rhizome related to the iris flower. It's a healthy piece of ginger from the store, can be planted in soil to grow your own ginger plant. Okay, so ginger is an effective treatment for the common cold, the flu, motion sickness, morning sickness, menstrual cramps, sore throat, and bad breath. Okay. So, pro tip here, peel ginger without cutting yourself. Okay, I never tried peeling it myself, but I can see how it's like kind of rough and irregularly shaped. So ginger is famously knobbly and many-fingered, treacherous terrain for the would-be peeler. But there's a hack for that. The safest way to peel it is not with a knife, but with the edge of a spoon. The skin should scrape off easily without cutting into the flesh of the root, and any slips are safe for fingers and thumbs. Okay, there's a good tip there. You can see down here the ginger being peeled by the spoon. Okay. So next, let's see, we have a lot. Okay, next we have honey. It's a pretty picture of honey here. Let's have a look here. See the honey dripping off of the little thing there. A little wand or whatever you'd call that. Okay, so fun fact about honey. I use honey a lot. One honeybee only produces about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey over its lifetime, but a typical beehive can produce from 30 to 100 pounds of honey per year. Okay, so my sister has a beehive that she takes care of at her house, and she gives us the honey sometimes. It's really good. So it says honey is high in antioxidants, vitamins and minerals, and in its raw form has been shown to help with allergies, coughs, sleep problems, and the healing of wounds. Okay. So a pro tip. The pro tip for honey: measure honey without making a mess. So honey is famously thick and sticky, so it can be hard to measure out exactly, say, 1 1/4 tablespoons, when half of it is still sticking to the spoon. A tip: first run the measuring spoon or cup under very hot but not boiling tap water. Then measure your honey with a still hot measuring device. It should now pour out a lot more cleanly. Okay. See the picture down here, the measuring of the honey there. Okay. Alright, so let's see what's next. Next superfood is broccoli. Okay, we have this nice picture of broccoli there. Okay, so broccoli. Fun fact about broccoli. George H.W. Bush is not a fan and famously put his foot down in 1990. I'm President of the United States and I'm not going to eat any more broccoli. Okay. So broccoli and its cruciferous friends, cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, deliver big doses of vitamins, folic acid, plant omega-3s, and cancer-fighting micronutrients. Okay, then we have the pro tip. And the tip is to make broccoli or cauliflower rice. So it says to cut your cruciferous veggie into florets and peel the fibrous outer layer off the stems and discard. When everything's small enough to be handled by your food processor, pulse chop them in quick bursts until the consistency is close to that of rice. These will saute very quickly in a pan with a splash of olive oil and a little salt and pepper. Okay, never tried that before. You can see the little picture there of them making the cauliflower rice. Okay. So try that one day. Okay, then we have organic eggs is the next superfood. The eggs here. This is a pretty picture also. I like the colors there. See all the eggs. So, fun fact about farm fresh eggs. So farm fresh eggs don't need to be kept in the fridge. We refrigerate store-bought eggs because large-scale operations power wash eggs, removing their natural protective coating. Okay. So eggs are one of the most nutritious foods you can eat, a great source of protein and vitamins A and B12, and are much lower in harmful cholesterol than once thought. Okay. So pro tip, stop screwing up hard-boiled eggs. Okay, let's see, because I'm terrible at peeling eggs. Okay, so hard-boiled eggs are a convenient way to serve and store eggs, superfood goodness, but they're easy to under or overcook and sometimes hard to peel. But not if you make them this way. Okay, first bring a pot half filled with water to a boil. Carefully add eggs and let boil for 2 minutes. Remove the pot from the heat and let sit for 12 minutes. Then rinse eggs in cold water for 3 minutes. Voila! Cooked well and easy to peel. Okay. Try that next time. So 2 minutes and sit for 12 and then rinse in cold water for 3 minutes. Okay. Alright, we have the picture of them cracking open the hard-boiled egg there. Okay, so the next superfood is quinoa. Picture of quinoa here. Nice close up a picture there. So, fun fact for quinoa, NASA has begun to research the feasibility of growing quinoa in space, since it's so nutritious and easy to grow and prepare. Okay, so here it says, no other grain packs the same level of diverse nutritional benefits as protein-rich quinoa, making it a great healthy substitute for rice, couscous, or pasta. Okay, so pro tip, pre-rinsing, the key to great quinoa. Okay, so quinoa naturally comes coated with a compound called saponin, which can make for a bitter taste. Thankfully, a quick tap water rinse will remove it. Before cooking, rinse your quinoa thoroughly in a fine mesh strainer or buy it pre-rinsed. If you forget and boil unrinsed quinoa, you'll notice white foam forming in the water. That's the saponin. Saying that right? Okay, I just have a little picture there of rinsing the quinoa in the strainer. Okay, so let's see what's next. Alright, there's a little article here. It says, not like grandma used to make. It says, if it seems like shopping and cooking healthy involves more hurdles than it used to, that's only because it does. And here's why. Okay, this tells you all about shopping for foods and trying to find the most nutritious ones at the store. Okay, next superfood we have here. Grass-fed beef. Okay. So, a fun fact about grass-fed beef. Americans eat more beef on Memorial Day than on any other day of the year. Okay. So forget Popeye's propaganda. A mere 3 lean ounces of delicious grass-fed steak contains as much iron as 3 full cups of spinach, plus zinc, B vitamins, and protein. Does look really good. I don't eat much beef, but once in a while I crave it. Okay, so pro tip. Make your steaks steakhouse good. So it says, can home steaks taste as good as steakhouse steaks? Sure thing. First, marinate for at least an hour, and ideally overnight, in a marinade that's half oil, half acid like citrus, and 1/4 salt. Then pat dry, which is very important, and sear quickly on high heat. Then reduce and finish until the internal temperature is what you need. 125 for rare, 135 for medium, and 145 for well. Let it rest to return the juices to the outside layers before you slice. Then enjoy. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some steak soon because that looks really good. Okay, picture here of tea. See that there? It's a pretty cool picture. Okay. So let's see for our fun fact about tea. Okay, the world's most expensive tea from the mountains of Ya'an in China's Sichuan province is made from bushes fertilized by the waste of local pandas. And the cost is around $200 per cup. Okay. Alright, so the most widely consumed drink in the world after water, tea boasts a wide range of health benefits. Go with green tea to fight everything from heart attacks to Alzheimer's. Okay, then we have a pro tip. The pro tip for tea. Okay, it says, stop, don't boil that tea. It says it turns out the simplest recipe in all of cooking. Add boiling water to tea bag, serves one is wrong. It's actually healthier not to boil the water, as it can impede the effectiveness of disease-fighting flavonoids and antioxidants. 160 to 170 degrees Fahrenheit, water is preferable for white and green teas, and 180 to 210 for black and herbal teas. If in doubt, just let the boiling water cool down for a minute or two before adding your tea bag. Okay, never heard that before. Just a little picture of some teas. That tea bag there. Teapot. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's next here. So next we have walnuts. Okay, let's see the picture of the walnuts. Okay, so let's see. There's our walnut. Okay. Okay, so our fun fact about walnuts. Walnut husks can make a durable ink, thought to have been used by artists including Leonardo da Vinci and Rembrandt. Okay, little information about the walnut. Loaded with antioxidants, omega-3s, and amino acids, these crunchy snacks can help fight everything from cancer and heart disease to diabetes and obesity. Okay, and the pro tip down here, should you soak your nuts? Many health gurus recommend soaking walnuts, almonds, and other kinds of nuts in water before cooking, a process that removes bitterness from the nuts and neutralizes chemicals called phytates that can inhibit nutrient absorption. To try it, soak your de-shelled walnuts in room temperature water with a little salt for about 8 hours. Then rinse thoroughly and dry in a dehydrator or at 150 degrees in the oven, or as low as your oven will go, for 24 hours. Okay. So here they have the little picture of the walnuts soaking in water. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's next. Next we have parsley. Okay. So here's a pretty picture of some parsley. Okay, there's the parsley leaves. Let's see, what is our fun fact about parsley? So parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme from the song Scarborough Fair might refer to 4 medieval virtues. Parsley was thought to counteract bitterness. Sage brought wisdom, rosemary helped with memory, and thyme dispelled melancholy. Okay, so besides providing ample nutrients, notably antioxidants, minerals, and vitamin K, parsley helps with digestion and can relieve bloating, gas, and water retention. Okay, so for our pro tip, chopping parsley the right way. Okay. To use parsley as an ingredient, first rinse what you're going to use in a big bowl of water, letting the dirt drop, and pat dry. Remove and discard the big, bitter main stems by stripping the leaves off backward. Okay, chop the leaves coarsely, not too fine, or you'll bruise the delicate herb. Okay, what's been cleaned but unused can be kept for 3 days or so if dried, wrapped in a damp paper towel and sealed in a fridge bag. Okay. They have a picture of the parsley being chopped. Okay. So let's see what will be next. All right, here we have the dark chocolate. Okay. Dark chocolate there. Nice little chunks of chocolate. Okay, so dark chocolate fun fact. The chocolate river in the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was real. 15,000 gallons of water mixed with chocolate and cream. As a result, it spoiled quickly, and cast members reported it gave off a terrible stench. Okay, so dark chocolate. Dark chocolate boasts more cancer-fighting flavonoids and polyphenols than wine or tea, but milk chocolate chocolate with much less cacao doesn't provide the same benefits. I do love any kind of chocolates. Lots of people don't like dark chocolate though, but I do. Okay, so pro tip, make your own double boiler. It says chocolate can burn easily in a pan placed directly on the stove, but a double boiler lets you warm the chocolate slowly and evenly with steam. Place a pan half full of water on to boil with a slightly larger vessel above, as shown here, to hold the chocolate as it melts. Don't let the pot below run out of water, and be careful. Everything is hot. Okay. So you can see here they have the boiler that they've made. The chocolate on top to melt. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, so here is some things that are controversial foods. This is an article. Let's see, it says you don't necessarily have to fear these foods, but it certainly doesn't hurt to approach them with more than a measure of caution. But here it talks about high fructose corn syrup, milk, soy, trans fats, artificial food coloring, and sodium nitrite. I would like to read that part. Let's see, milk. I'm just going to read the ones that surprised me. How could good old milk be bad for you? Many of us are lactose intolerant. Okay, dosing of cows with huge amounts of antibiotics. Okay, and how about soy? Advocates insist soy lowers cholesterol and prevents certain types of cancer, but others point out that soy's health benefits require eating a massive amount of it. Up to 1.5 pounds of tofu per day. Breast cancer studies are particularly inconclusive. Some show benefits and others show no impact. Okay. Artificial food coloring. While the FDA says they're safe, studies have linked them to hyperactivity in children and other health concerns. Kraft has responded by removing the artificial food coloring from some of its macaroni and cheese products. Instead of yellow number 5 and number 6 dyes, natural ingredients like paprika, turmeric, and annatto can be substituted. Okay. So you just see the picture there, the candy with all of the high fructose corn syrup. Okay. So our next superfood, apples. Okay, apples. There's a nice green apple here. What a pretty picture that is. Okay. Okay, so apples, fun fact. Okay. Apple seeds are poisonous as their natural compound amygdalin can release deadly cyanide, but chewing and swallowing a few seeds is no biggie. It would take 18 apples worth for a fatal dose. My goodness. That's good to know. So a great source of fiber, antioxidants, and vitamin C. Apples boost your brain power and help fight cancer, asthma, obesity, heart disease, and even depression. Okay, so this is the pro tip. Why apples bruise and what to do about it. Okay. Apple's flesh is quick to oxidize and turn brown. That's why kids' sliced apples already look unappetizing by lunchtime, when the taut, fibrous skin that protects the inner flesh is compromised. The cell walls break down and oxygen gets in and browns whatever it can reach. It's still safe to eat as long as the apple isn't actually rotten or moldy. Next time you cut an apple in advance, squeeze a little lemon juice over the slices. It will gobble up the surface oxygen, and the citric acid will help keep them from oxidizing and browning. So you see the picture here of the rotten apple, or the bruised apple, not sure. There, okay. Okay, so our next superfood is olive oil. So that was the picture on the front of the olive oil. Okay, so let's see. There's all of the olives right there. Okay, so let's hear about olive oil. Okay, so olive oil, fun fact. In order to produce a quart of olive oil, you need to press 11 pounds of olives. Okay. Okay, so subbing olive oil in for butter makes your diet healthier, lowering the risk of heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, and more. Plus, it can make baked goods stay fresh longer. And for the pro tip, okay, know your oil's smoke point. So the smoke point of an oil is the temperature at which it begins to burn and smoke. So cooking with oil heated past its smoke point can not only funkify the flavor of your cooking, but it can also destroy beneficial nutrients. Extra virgin olive oil has a pretty high smoke point of 375 degrees Fahrenheit, making it excellent for most cooking. But if you're going to be heating above that, you should use a higher smoke point oil like grapeseed or avocado. Okay. And there they just have the picture of the person cooking with oil. Right there. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's next here. Okay, so next on the list we have flax seeds. Okay. Flax seeds. You can see the little pile of flax seeds there. Okay. Alright, so our facts about flax seeds. It says, do you buy eggs that boast their high in omega-3s? That's most likely because the farmer has been feeding those hens flaxseed. You're welcome. Okay. So it says, trying to cut back on meat in your diet. Flax seeds are loaded with healthy fats and plant protein and are super sources for both soluble and insoluble fiber. Okay, so how to bake with flaxseed is our pro tip. It says, love baking. Substitute ground flaxseed for a portion of the flour in breads, muffins, rolls, pancakes, and waffles. Here's a good rule of thumb. Just replace 1/4 to 1/2 cup of the standard flour with ground flaxseed in recipes that call for 2 or more cups of flour. Okay. Let me see the picture of whatever that is, if it's bread. Right there, looks yummy though. Okay, that's flaxseed. Okay. Next on the list we have beets. Okay, so there's like these sliced beets, it looks like over here. Okay. Very pretty picture of these beets. Okay, beets. Nice and colorful. Okay, so our fun fact about beets. It says in 1975, during the height of the Cold War, Soviet cosmonauts on the Soyuz 19, not sure how to say that, welcomed the U.S. astronauts from Apollo 18 with a literally out-of-this-world feast of Russian borscht, aka beet soup. Okay, so about beets here. Beets and beet juice are high in nitrates that lower blood pressure, leading to a host of benefits from improving blood flow to the brain to helping athletic performance. Okay, and the pro tip. It says remove beet stains from your hands. Some of the same antioxidants that give beets their superfood punch contribute to their famous color too. Beet juice can turn your pea red, and it can easily stain your hands, your clothes, and your cutting board as well. To get beet juice off your hands in time for dinner, rub them with one of these 3 blog beloved topical remedies: baking soda with water, lemon juice with salt, or half of a fresh cut potato. Okay, and we have our picture down here of this person is cutting the beets there. Okay. Okay, so what comes next? Now we have oats. These pretty little oats here. Little pieces there. They really took some nice pictures of these Foods. There's the picture of the oats. The oats. Okay. So let's see here. We have a little sip. Okay, our fun facts about oats. Okay, so Cheerios cereal, which is now gluten-free and contains no GMOs, was originally called Cheerioats. Cheerioats. And its mascot was a pig-tailed lass named Cheery O'Leary. Alright. Okay, so it says oats contain a rare blood flow boosting antioxidant called avenanthramides. The FDA now allows foods with oats to label themselves beneficial in fighting heart disease. Okay, so for the pro tip, it says cook oats perfectly every time. It says oatmeal is surprisingly easy to mess up, and it isn't just about cooking time. First, add your dry oats to simmering water, not boiling water, which can make the final consistency gluey. Add a pinch of salt, stir, and let it simmer for the recommended time, stirring occasionally to avoid sticking. Finally, remove from the flame and let sit for at least 2 minutes before adding your sweeteners and toppings. Nailed it! That's a good show. Okay. And then you see down here someone cooking some oatmeal. Okay. Now let's see here. Here's an article. It says, is science at odds with superfoods? I'm not going to read this. So down here it says, ideally food would be organic, picked and planted by hand, have no pesticides or additives, and be carried individually to a store and sold the same day. Enjoy your $35 apple. Alright, so our next superfood is mushrooms. Also love mushrooms. See the nice picture of the mushrooms here. I like mushrooms on my pizza. And in omelets also. Okay. So mushrooms, fun fact. The largest known living thing on earth is a honey mushroom growing in the Malheur National Forest of Oregon. That measures almost 4 square miles in size and may be more than 8,000 years old. Wow. Okay, so about mushrooms, it says, these magical tidbits from the forest floor are good sources of vitamin D, brain-building choline, anti-aging compounds, cancer-fighting selenium, and a load of antioxidants. My dog's walking around. Okay, so for our pro tip, it says dry clean your mushrooms. Okay, so it says, just because mushrooms grow in the dirt doesn't mean you should wash them. Once wet, these spongy substances never really get dry again, robbing them of crispness in the saute pan. It says to clean them without water, brush little ones with a paper towel or dry pastry brush, and lightly scrub big ones with a sponge or peel off and discard the top layer. Do rinse canned mushrooms, however, to wash away the extra sodium they're packed in. Okay. Here's a picture down here of someone cleaning off the mushrooms with a brush, a paper towel. Okay. Okay, so then we have, let's see, sweet potatoes, another one of my favorites. There's the nice big sweet potato there. I think not everybody likes sweet potatoes. Okay, so let's see, here's the potato. I like the background color too. The picture is pretty. So, fun fact. On the show The Bachelorette, fitness-conscious contestant Chad Johnson proudly ate sweet potatoes like apples, skin on, saying you just throw it in the microwave and you grab it and you eat it. I never watched that show, but that's how I like to eat sweet potatoes too. I eat the skin also. But I like to put some butter and like pepper or something too. So it says 1 serving of sweet potatoes boosts your immune system and vision with 90% of your daily dose of vitamin A, along with lots of vitamin C and dietary fiber. So, pro tip, it says prep potatoes without rushing. So it says from the minute you peel and cut sweet potatoes and regular potatoes, they start oxidizing and turning brown. But you don't have to be in a race against time. To prepare sweet potatoes ahead of time for mashing or roasting, just peel, slice or chop, and dump them into a bowl of clean, room temperature water. The tater chunks will submerge, keeping oxygen away and keeping the color fresh until you're ready to cook. Okay, and there's a little picture there of the sweet potatoes soaking in water. Okay. So what's next? We have lemons. It's a nice big picture of a lemon slice. That would be a kind of cool video to trace these close-up pictures of fruits and vegetables. Right. Okay, so lemons. Fun fact. When doctors discovered that lemon juice can prevent scurvy, the British Navy gave all sailors a daily ration of lemon. And since the word lime was then used for both citrus fruits, British sailors were nicknamed limeys. Okay, so lemons. It says 1 lemon has more than half the recommended daily allowance of vitamin C. plus healthy doses of potassium, flavonoids, and cholesterol-fighting citrus fiber. So the pro tip here says boost your juice yield. Want to get the maximum amount of juice? Start with lemons at room temperature. No need to refrigerate, and firmly roll them back and forth on the counter a few times, pressing down with your palm, which helps break down the inner fibers. Then microwave them for 20 to 30 seconds, depending on the size. Finally, cut them lengthwise, not around the middle. This makes them more flexible and can yield more juice per squeeze. Okay. And then it's just a little picture of some sliced lemon there. Okay. Let's see. Not sure how many are left here. Okay. So next we have beans. Okay, here's a picture over here. I think these are lima beans. I love lima beans. These green ones here. It's a pretty picture. The green beans with the red backgrounds. Okay, so beans. Okay, so our fun facts about beans. January 6th is National Bean Day, the day 19th century geneticist Gregor Mendel died. He famously used bean and pea plants to test theories on gene inheritance. Okay. Then about beans. Beans are filling but incredibly healthy. A great combo for anyone trying to lose weight. They also boost intestinal health while delivering protein and vital nutrients. Okay, then we have a pro tip, and the pro tip says canned beans or dry beans. So canned beans, canned pre-cooked beans offer a lot of convenience over their dried counterparts, as they remove the necessity of hours of soaking and cooking. But the canning process can also add a lot of sodium. So canned beans need to be rinsed thoroughly. Dried beans, if pre-soaked properly, will keep more of their nutritional value and absorb more of the flavors from whatever you are cooking, leading to a richer taste. If you've got time, go dry. Okay, then we see down here just a few pictures of, looks like canned beans and dry beans right here. Okay, so let me see, it may have been the last one. And then we have the almost superfoods. So they didn't quite make our list. These are all foods your body will be grateful you consumed. Okay, so just see. Yes, I'm going to make this so you can see it a little bit. The first one is bananas. I'm not going to read about all of these. over here we have lamb. We have oranges. There's also chicken and strawberries. Okay. What's next? We have acai and goji berries, carrots, cauliflower, and sardines. There's those four. Okay, the acai, carrots. What was that one? Oh, cauliflower and sardines. Okay. And let's see, Superfoods, and here's the section where they give lots of recipes using all of the superfoods. Sweet potato bread. Okay, let's see. They have this blushing quinoa. Okay. Here is a portobello pizza with red pepper jam. Okay. This is a sweet green smoothie. Very good. We have 2-bite power balls. Looks really good too. Must have some oats in there. Okay, yep, this one has flax, honey, oats. I can't tell what that is upside down. It's dark chocolate. Okay, this one is broccoli stem slaw. Oh, that sounds interesting. That one uses broccoli, apples, and lemon. Okay, so they combined multiple superfoods in these recipes. Here is a blueberry cookie crumble. This one, the ingredients here: blueberries, lemon, organic eggs, and walnuts. Then we have lemon kale with tender salmon. That one has kale for the leafy green, lemon, salmon, and parsley. Looks good. No guilt nachos. Here. The ingredients here. That is garlic, red onion. This is the beef, grass-fed beef, and parsley. And here we have green tea spritzers. So sounds good. Okay. So that has green tea and ginger. On the list of superfoods. Caribbean deviled eggs. Okay. So the ingredients here are organic eggs, avocado, and red onion. Okay. Okay, and here we have roasted garbanzo beans in 2 ways. Okay. And the superfoods in this dish are garbanzo beans, garlic, and olive oil. That's good. Alright, so that is the end. There's a lot that I kind of skipped over. But you can see on the back here is a Superfoods shopping list. So I won't really go over that now because I think I made this video very long. But maybe I can use that for another video. Alright, well, that's it. This nice picture on the back here. I hope that you enjoyed going through this magazine with me. So thank you so much for watching.